Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of A Planet Among the Stars. I am Dr. Jane with Avalon Rises, and this evening, or whenever you are tuning in, I am here to talk to you about the upcoming new moon in Sagittarius on November 23rd, as well as the simultaneous, roughly they're a couple hours apart, but the simultaneous movement of Jupiter stationing direct. So let's talk a little bit about the new moon. You know, I touched a little bit on Sagittarius energy in my video on Sagittarius, so I'm not going to do a huge amount of discussing Sagittarius energy, but I do want to highlight a couple aspects that are going to make this new moon particularly powerful, and how you can use that energy in this time in the year to actually really set yourself up for the whole year coming. This is actually a really special and important new moon because it is the first new moon of the energetic year. So remember, at Samhain or Halloween, we have the energetic new year. And the energetic new year is the closing of one cycle and the opening of the next. And the new moon is a closing of one cycle and an opening of a next, right? So you can imagine that having the first new moon of the new year energetically is a really amazingly powerful time to do a lot of releasing and intention setting, planting seeds. Now, these are always the activities of the new moon. The new moon in general, as far as the cycle goes, is about releasing, closing the cycle, releasing it, and starting something new, planting seeds. But this new moon, because of where it's placed in the energetic year, isn't just about the next month or 6 months, but is actually an opportunity to set these intentions and do the releasing work of the past year and setting these intentions for the whole next energetic year. How exciting is that? So this also aligns really well with the Sagittarius energy, right? Because Sagittarius is that fire sign that has that just zest for life, the adventurer of the zodiac, right? So Sagittarius is really all about going on a new adventures, new beginnings, and going into the unknown, right? Which is about also releasing. Because in order to step into something new, we're going to have to let go of what no longer serves us. So Sagittarius energy is perfect for this new moon in the year. In addition, the archetype of Sagittarius being the archer is also really important for this particular aspect of this new moon, which is that intention setting. Because you can think of an arrow. An arrow is a straight, directed line of energy, right? It is an outward force, and it is going somewhere specific, to a specific destination, and it is straight and it is true, right? And so using that energy of the archer, you can actually enhance your intention setting for this next year and send your arrow, your energetic intention, straight and true towards whatever your goals for this next year are. Now, in addition, on this new moon, so we're going to really want to do releasing work, right? We're really going to want to do also that intention setting and setting ourselves up for success for the year to come. But this new moon is also coinciding with Jupiter going direct, which is amazing, right? Because Jupiter is, as I mentioned, that great beneficent. Jupiter is the jolly giant of the zodiac, and all good fortune comes from that energy, and abundance, joy, etc. And so remember what Jupiter's retrograde was calling us to do. Jupiter's retrograde was calling us to find our joy. Jupiter's retrograde was calling us to find the mission in our lives that is going to bring us that joy. And I touched on this a little bit in my Sagittarius video, where I talked about watching out for the vice of Sagittarius, where the vice of Sagittarius is an irresponsibility, right? And I said that, however, that a lot of the time with that Sagittarius energy, you can think of constantly going from one adventure to the next, and this is the false sense of joy, and how true joy actually comes from fulfillment of that mission. True joy is not actually necessarily about constantly seeking new stimulus, but actually comes from the fulfillment of our sacred purpose, right? And so this is what Jupiter retrograde has been really trying to get us to see for the last several months, since the end of July. And understanding what it is that is going to bring us that true joy in our lives. Not the false joy, not the temporary fleeting high that we get from the rush of a new experience, but the true, lasting, sustained joy that comes from the fulfillment of our responsibilities to our mission, which is our purpose, which is going to bring us the satisfaction and the joy of our spirit, right? And so this is what this new moon is so powerful for, because it is coinciding with Jupiter going direct, right? And so we now have this conjunction of energies. This is such an amazing opportunity, really. We really don't get convergences like this very often, guys. I'm gonna be honest. And so this is such an amazing opportunity to actually leverage the Jupiter energy and the new moon at the same time, at the beginning of this next energetic cycle, to set your arrow on course, to let go of whatever it is that Scorpio told you need to let go of. You just did all the shadow work, right? We all just sat in our shadow with Pluto for a while, for like a whole month here. We had a whole eclipse that went on in it. We did it, okay? And so we've seen it. We've seen the darkness. We've discerned between our false shadow and our real shadow. We know what is holding us back. We know the patterns that are toxic in our lives. And we are now ready to burn them away, right? And we are ready instead to build a new life that is going to fulfill that sacred purpose, that is going to bring us that joy and lust for life, and that is going to then result in the ultimate prosperity, right? And so this new moon with Jupiter direct is the perfect time to set that arrow on its course. And could there be any greater adventure than that? So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it helped bring you a little bit of clarity about this great, amazing, energetic opportunity that we have coming up for us right now in the year with this new moon and Jupiter direct. Take some time. This energy is available to us for 3 days before and 3 days after the actual new moon. So take some time and really reflect. What is it that you need to release? What is it that is really bringing you true joy? Not the false joy, not the distraction joy. True, long and sustained joy. And what is it then? What are those intentions? What is that new direction, that new adventure you want to go on this next energetic year? And then if you are in Austin and so inclined, we do actually have a new moon vision boarding event with Avalon Rises, so that you can then do some magic craft to actually cement your vision and manifest it in the year to come. All right, well, thank you so much, and I hope you stay warm out there and enjoy this fiery new moon and Jupiter going direct and a big shift in energy.